Hey everyone! People have been asking for more Runescape content because I did one video of which, and you guys have never let me live it down. So today I'm going to be doing my daily farm run, which I don't always do daily because I'm not always good at doing things on a consistent basis. But I'm just going to talk about like what kind of Runescape content you'd like to see from the channel. It's like, I'll do like gameplays and talks sometimes, but unless I have a specific topic I'm talking about, I don't want to do just pure gameplay, kind of like let's play-ish type stuff. Also, ignore the fact that my graphics are on minimum settings, because my computer's a potato and is dying. New one is coming and we'll get better graphics on here. So, yeah. So it's like, I don't mind like doing that sort of stuff like on my Twitch, but I don't want to do that for the channel. So we're doing a farm run, so I'm just gonna put on you. You can go back there. Grabbing all the stuff I need for a farm run. I should have enough farming urns for this. Just some stuff. I'm not gonna super talk about like what I'm doing, like all in the specifics, but essentially I'm gonna first do an herb run, and then I'm going to go off and do a tree run. I sometimes will do bushes too, but not today. Teleports you back. Cool. And what else do I need? I blew out runes for Trollheim. There we go. Well, yeah, so I'm doing a farm run. Farming is a skill, if you don't know, which is about farming. There's these patches all over the world that have different type, and you can get different types of seeds. You can plant things in and get products for things like herb lore or like wood cutting and cooking and other things. But yeah, I'm not doing bushes, but I might as well like grab some white berries on there because they are useful for stuff. And yeah, I'm just because I am playing on a hardcore Iron Man account, and I can't trade with anyone. I do in fact. Words. Just kind of, I'm not really consistent with what seeds I use. I just use whatever I have. Although I do have baselines where it's like I won't use just like the most, I'm not planning Guams. If I don't have anything, then I'll just not do a farm run. But yeah. So that was the patches and prevents. We will be probably ending our run there in a few minutes. And by a few minutes, I mean probably about like half an hour or so. So, yeah. We're going up to Trollheim. A lot of these patches are available at the start, but some like this one require you to do specific quests or stuff and things like that. And other ones like get you by doing things, you can get like easier access to them and things like that. So, yeah. Also, I apologize for my not great look today because it's hot as balls and I don't feel like getting dressed up for a video. And by hot as balls, I mean it's like 75 degrees in the house. It's like 80 outside. And I stop functioning after like 72 or so. My mom likes when it's like winter, like I don't mind it being a bit warmer in the house because it's like reasons, I don't know. But when it's hot outside and the house is also hot, I can't stand it. I had to turn off my fan for this videos. Which is unfortunate because I'm very warm. Yeah. This patch is cool because it's one that the herbs will never get sick in. So usually you should like typically plant your more expensive seeds in here. Like I put my Tourstall in here, and things like that. But yeah, honestly, most of my herb experience doesn't even come from farming. Most of my herb lore experience comes from herbs I get from, not herbs, but herbs from Kingdom or herbs from, I forgot to bring my Limport root seeds. Well, it happens. Or herbs or herb lore XP from Daily Jack of Trades, which I always been on herb lore because herb lore is a pain to train as an Iron Man character. Oh, okay. Getting some qualm. It's used for strength potions. I'll just use this up of anti-seed. We had a scroll of life save us a seed, so we're gonna have a spare seed at the end. Which happens, and that's fine, but yeah. Got Flo. I got the fletching skill pet like an hour ago. Actually, it was probably like half an hour ago. So that's exciting. Yeah. What am I looking for? Let's go to Port Famastus, or Famastus, Port Fas. It's Ghost City, although it's actually down there, but we're going up here. Yeah. So in terms of content I want to produce, like I am going to be doing a, the lore series that's not going anywhere. I just have been lazy and haven't done it yet. Besides like writing it and done some of the assets I need for it. Oh, those limpet word seeds died, but it happens. No. It's summer, so I've switched from my hot tea, which I have had most of the time I've had this channel, to some nice iced tea. Which I like hot tea more, but I'm not having hot tea in this weather. Okay, so next up we need to go to Ardine. We still need to go to, Herblore Habitat to plant our Saladin. The order of these doesn't matter too much for this route, except I like to end at Catherby, because that's where kind of like where I begin my tree run. And like, I have the two phases is the herb part and then the tree run. And you could do multiple herb runs a day, but I don't usually, so, because I'm lazy. Honestly, getting in one farm run day is hard for me. It's just it takes so long, and I oftentimes like don't have time to play it, because I'm like streaming or working on art or commissions or a new video and things like that. And yeah, it's just like I don't always have to have 30 minutes to spend on doing a farm run, and farming is going to be one of the hard ones to actually like. It might be lagging behind when it comes to getting to 90 plus all, which is kind of like my main current goal. No, righty? Okay. And, oops, didn't clean one. Okay. You can give all your, like, produce and whatnot that you grow to these, tool leprechauns, and they'll give you it in exchange for paint notes. Which is nice, because you end up having a lot of them. I don't know why my cursor appears like that in the recording. Hopefully that'll fix itself when I change computers. I'm so excited for the new computer. There is a fruit tree grow here, but I just keep a palm tree here because coconuts are not, I like having just like a consistent source of coconuts. And also I don't want to have to like grab trees like when I'm doing this like random run here. Hey, I found our farming strange rock. And I might as well pick some lurk berries while we're here. You can pay to protect these herbs, but I don't normally pay attention to what they require. So I don't. I don't know. And also these seeds are plentiful enough that it isn't an issue if they die. So I don't usually bother with it. I don't even bother usually planting new vine blossoms. Just because it isn't quite enough XP to warrant me doing it. Because it's like, yeah, I could do like a complete like farm run doing like hops patches and doing all the cactus patch and mushroom patch and all the bushes and stuff like that. But like that would add probably another 20 minutes to the farm run, and it's just like, I do the herbs because I need it for herblore and it has like secondary benefits and it's decent XP, and then I do trees because trees are good XP. Climb up the line. Farming is just really different from other skills I find, because it's one of the few skills you just can't grind. I just realized that we did not node our salmon in, and we won't have enough room to put it back. I normally don't. This is probably one of the first times I've forgotten to do that, but that's what happens when you're talking. Yeah, so what was I talking about? But yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, sure, like, I could do, like, cactus patches and whatnot, and, like, yeah, I guess, like, some of them have, like, some better versions of it, but I'm not quite at the level to get those better versions, and then I might add, like, once I can start doing, like, the morchella mushrooms and stuff like that, I might add the mushroom patch to the route, but right now, that's not a high priority for me. Okay, I'll hop down and pick these herbs. So yeah, no, but let me know what kind of content you want to see. Like, do people want like general skilling guides and things like that? Because I mean, you could find those elsewhere. I have considered doing like a series on Hardcore Iron Man, or doing like a series for, because I'm starting a new Iron Man account soonish once Group Iron Man comes out, because I have a group of friends and we're doing a group Iron Man group, and I could do just like general, like, I could do like a monthly check-in and see what we're doing and what's going on, or at least like a check-in when like something important happens, and I might do something like that. Things like people like from the survey and stuff, like I've had multiple people in the comments and whatnot ask for more RuneScape content, and I just don't know what to make, and what people would find interesting. So, let me know. These graphics are so weird, because I'm playing on minimum graphics. I can normally play on low when I'm, playing by myself, and I'm not recording. Everything looks like it's like airbrushed. It almost gives it kind of like an old school, like kind of like semi old school look. Like, yeah, there's still like the RS3 meshes, but like the texture work is different. Now we got one less piece of compost than we need to. I normally empty that compost bin and refill it, but honestly I have enough compost right now that it isn't an issue. Right, and now we're just gonna go prep for our tree run. The one thing I do have to do here is I run by this person and grab some plant pots, because I always need plant pots. Make sure I could, like, when I actually need them, I could, like, run back and forth a lot. Or I could just do it now and not have to do it as much when I actually need them. Okay, I'm actually just going to deposit everything. Thank you. Okay, things we need for this run. Make sure I'm wearing my quiver. I am. In terms of other teleport stuff though, we actually don't need anything, for this run. Right, so we want to get a Calquat, and Calquats are protected, like, the stuff that, like, I can protect easily, I'll protect, but I don't stress protecting everything. Like, poison ivy berries, not hard to get. Palm sapling, those require 25 papayas to protect, I believe. Or is it just 10 papayas? I don't remember. Let's check my sheet that tells me all that information. I have a OneNote drive or page that just has a lot of that information, like, stored for me, so I don't have to, like, look at it later. Welcome to Lily looks at other screens while she does nothing on the main one. 15 papaya. I was wrong on both my guesses. Cool. So next up, actual papayas. We only have one spare papaya. I like to keep one just to keep its space in the bank. And then we have pineapples. Pineapples are protected with watermelons, and we need our 4. And let's just grab 40 of you. And next up is our normal tree seeds. We have enough coconuts for 1 magic seed tree. And then we'll just grab 5 maples, and we're not gonna bother protecting these. We're just gonna go pure and simple, compost, and hope for the best. And off we go. This one is also fairly freeform, although a lot of the trees are chained together, where the herbs are usually like, okay, we use this teleport and we go to this herb patch, and we use the next herb patch and we go to this teleport. All the trees are like, okay, we go to this tree, we teleport to this tree, then we have to run from that tree to this place, and it's a bit more intricate in some ways. But yeah. Probably not gonna hit farming level this thing, but that's okay. The thing I do for farming XP, and honestly more consistently than actually doing actual farm runs, is doing Nimi Forest, because it's a good way to get a fair chunk of farming XP with no like extra prep besides going to Nimi Forest. There is a subreddit dedicated to making sure there are Nimi Forests instances all ready to go. The next one's actually up here, and we can actually like take the shortcut here, but because I have the hooded center cape, I can just teleport to trail, and it's like right here. So that is slightly faster. Actually, it's a fair bit faster. Check the health of this magic tree. Let's pay for you to get down. Okay, and pay you. And we need 5 pieces of super compost. And next up is the one in Falador Park, which is also one you could run to, and back before lodestones you did pretty much just run to. Lodestones really revolutionized how you could do tree runs. Like before, it was a lot of, you had to bank several times throughout the entire trip because you had to like grab new words that mean things. Because like your inventory was filled up with runes and things like that to teleport around, and it was just a lot more cluttered, and it's been a lot more streamlined. Like, I go back and forth on my actual like opinion on like should lodestones have been put into the game, and like do they make the game too easy? But that said, I'm thankful they exist because it's just real nice quality of life stuff. I know if I had designed it, I would have made it like a middle ground where you can't teleport to a lodestone unless you're actually at a lodestone. So like have them be like a network in that sense, where like you'd click on a lodestone and then you can go to anywhere else in the lodestone network, kind of like how spirit trees are. But that said, I don't mind this system. And next we're going to Lumbridge, and there's a tree patch in Lumbridge, and we're just gonna hit that tree patch. Delicious tea. Okay. And I'm gonna hit this tree. Honestly, getting back into farm runs is like, after I ever take a break from the game, getting back into the flow of farm runs and what you need to do is probably one of the hardest parts. Oh, forgot to put in compost. Great update in the last year is to be able to put compost in after you've actually planted something. Because that was just something that was always so annoying to deal with. If you had like forgotten to actually compost your stuff. But as long as it hasn't gone through any growth phases, you can add compost, which is very nice. And now we're gonna run up. Through Veracruz. Yeah. Oh. What else? But yeah, no. I'm real excited for Group Iron Man. Like, I like this account, and I have completed my primary goal that I got on it, which was Undrim Slayer. But it's like, I kind of want the experience of like, I don't know. I'm tired of single player dung. But that said, I'm also like looking forward to just like playing with some friends, and starting a fresh account's always exciting. Teaching, like, we're about 50-50 on, well, not 50-50, but like we have 3 people who are like fairly experienced in the game, and then 2 newer players. Okay, so that'll be a nice like balance. we've run up to the green exchange here, and now we're gonna teleport to the Tree Gnome Stronghold and hit all of the ones at the gnome patches. To check health and papaya. And pick some papayas, which are useful in herb lore, as well as for paying for like stuff and farming. But mostly I'm after that sweet, sweet herb lore XP. Alrighty. So yeah, no, no, they're not, like, farm runs, they're nice and relaxing to do. Oh, got a maple seed back. Sweet. I do agree with a lot of the complaints about dailyscape and whatnot, and hope that they follow through with their commitment to, like, Jax follows through with their, like, idea of, like, reduced dailyscape and, like, these daily activities you gotta do every day, to get, like, maximum efficiency. Because that is kind of like a drain, where, like, feeling that, like, oh, before I do anything else, I gotta be efficient and do all of my dailies and whatnot. And the trap that a lot of MMOs are falling into nowadays. It's like, same with Runescape. It happened, it was horrible in Guild Wars 2. I mean, it still is, I just don't play it anymore, so it isn't an issue for me. No, but Guild Wars 2, it just got to the point where it's like, all you were doing was your dailies or weeklies or whatever, and there was no just content you just sat down and did, which was, like, which isn't to say that I disagree with the concept of dailies entirely. I think some amount of dailies is nice to, like, help be an equalizer between people who, like, can't play all the time and, like, want to get their, like, a nice boost for, like, the little bit of they're actually able to play. Pay you. But at the same time, it does get to the point where it's like feeling like you're inefficient and not being able to do the content you want to do, because it's like the dailies are just so much more efficient than everything. Because, like, yeah, Runescape also has, like, a lot of dailies that are technically dailies, but you just don't do. Like, I feel like having the emphasis on, like, monthlies or weeklies is so much better. Because it's like, yeah, like, words that mean things. Some things like farming I think are fine as a daily, but it's like, you have to do, like, daily challenges too I think are fine as a daily, but when you add in, like, oh, do your Guthix casters for the day, get all your soul obelisks so you can finish up your Miniphos rank, and things like that, where it's, down here doing a Calquat patch. This is the one Calquat patch in the game, and it's very nice XP. Well, at least for when you have Calquat saplings. Which, if you're not in Iron Man, is actually not that bad to get, but in Iron Man it is a little bit harder. That said, Calquat fruit is pretty much useless. Like, except for making, like, super compost. But even then, it's like, you get so many pineapples that it isn't an issue, because part of the Karamja diaries is you can just go to this guy, which I do every day because I run by here for a farm run, and pick up some free pineapples, which also can be used to make super compost, so that's one thing I hope that they add in, because player-owned farms are coming out, and I'm looking forward to that as, like, a potential way of helping my farming training, and maybe reducing the amount I have to run, because it's like, if I just, like, have a one-stop place where it's like, sure, it won't be maximum efficiency, but getting in, like, churning through some of my seeds will be real nice. But if there was some way to, like, automate super compost creation, that'd be very nice. Because I don't yet have, I need to do DKS some more and get or is that DKS that gets the mud battle staff? I think so. But I need to get a mud battle staff so I can just, like, use the super compost spell in the lunar spell book. But I just have not gotten that yet. Right, so the next place we are going to go to is we're going to use my Tier 9 quiver. Tiernowin. Welsh name quiver. And we're gonna go here. To Latilia. This place. And we're just gonna clear out everything. And plant that, and give you that. Deposit you. Oh, I just realized we messed up somewhere. Oops. Okay, so there's two more in Profinus, and there's one more tree or fruit tree place that I am now blanking on where it is. This sometimes happens where it's like, oh look, I'm at the beginning of my run. I'm missing one. Which one is it? Time to open up my handy dandy cheat sheet. This is really nice. It's just a sheet that I have with like all of like what requires me to paid to everywhere. Yep. I don't actually know which one I missed. It's probably on the actual recording that I can see. I'll probably just go back after I record and be like, oh yes, Lily, you forgot that one, and then replant it. Feel free to yell at me at which one I forgot to plant, because it looks like I planted all of them on my list. Another thing I tend to do is that I did wrong in this run, is that from the Tree Gnome Village one outside there, I usually take the glider Tree Gnome Stronghold, and then down to the North Profinus to get the Melior patch. I'll take you get rid of that. I'm down one super compost for some reason. Let's plant you. And plant you. And now let us just do the cheap and easy way of getting up there that isn't running. Grab a crystal teleport seed. And we will go to Melior. And tree patch is up here. And that's about the end of the farm run, apart from the one that I missed that I'll find out when editing which one I missed. But yeah, no, that's just kind of like walk you through my general farm run, my thoughts on like, you know, what kind of RuneScape content you want to see. Like, this was like very low key, kind of like relaxed, like, there, let me ramble while I go through one of my dailies and call it a video. But yeah, so, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and, I will talk to you all later then. I mean, besides this, it's like, I just gotta deposit everything in the bank, and I'm done. Still got a fair bit until the next level, and fair bit until my actual goal of 90. But, yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. And may your story smile upon you.